And I'm all about vision and decision. Like, have a vision for your life, even when you're in the valley. Like, even when I was at Sloan, I had no hair, like nothing. I had no hair.
I understand.
In the 80s, that was a big deal, Greg. I was diagnosed in 1991. My hair was out to here before I got diagnosed. But I mean, I was left really like it felt stripped of everything. My identity was thrown in the air, like it just my future was thrown in the air. Like it just felt like I was stripped of everything. And it was at that point, I didn't make any decisions, but I wrote down a vision of, okay, the doctors were telling me that I'm going to die. And I told them, you didn't tell me about this inner world. I read a lot of books now. You can leave my room, get the hell out. And I kept living every time I said I was going to die. But I wrote down pen to paper, okay, Erin, where do you want to be in 2.5 years when this protocol is over? Where do you want to be? Everybody else can see you wherever they see you, but where do you want to be? And even though I was in the valley, I wrote down beyond my wildest dreams, because I had nothing to lose, where I wanted to be. And I checked off every single one of those goals on that list through life. The action I had to take just to get me from A to B to C to D, to Z. But I love what you're saying about don't make big decisions in the valley. Have goals in the valley. Know that, the direction you want your life to go in. But when it comes to the bigger decisions, because your nerves and different things will get in the way and compromise certain decisions that you're making. But when you're in a great headspace, and listen, you could still be walking around with a lethal diagnosis and be in a great headspace. I was pulled over by cops. They had no idea that, why are you parking that disabled parking thing? I'm like, I can't walk from here to the corner. And they didn't believe me because I looked fine and I'm smiling and bubbly with a wig and makeup. So as long as you're, I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong, in a great headspace, even though you're in the valley, but you're in a great headspace, decisions that you're making will be a lot less wonky than if you're just in that fear, lack, and scarcity and still worried about dying and worried about getting broken up with and, things like that. Is that right?
Yes, that was a lot you just said there. But I'm going to sit and all that. I was like, wow, I was really deep into your story there for a minute. That was pretty amazing. And I love your PMA, your positive mental attitude. This right here, the President Napoleon Hill Foundation sent me this PMA, and I always keep it there because with PMA, I think it does solve quite a bit.